little gift for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do on the bed. A little gift just for you. A little do-do-do-do, do-do-do.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Or good evening or good morning, depending on where you are in the world. I hope you're doing well. Danny Stewart here for BassJapanDirect.com with another Naked Sound review. And yes, I am wearing a disgusting coloured sweatshirt here today on purpose. I wonder if you can figure out why. It's kind of linked to the loop that I made for this demonstration. And I'm going to keep this nice and short because you've already heard the basses in action already. I don't need to do anything, don't need to play them or anything to show you anymore. I'm just going to talk and quickly, hopefully. I'll get this over and done quickly. So these are Moon JB4C, which is jazz bass, 4 strings, classic series. They're handmade here in Japan. Highest craftsmanship that you could possibly hope for. Amazing fit, finish, beautiful materials. It's just spot on. So, you know, top-notch stuff. And what I've got here is 2 combinations of the same of wood materials. We've got ash with ebony and alder with maple over there, and both of them have 1970s pickup spacing. So this one has more of a sort of modern jazz bass look with the block inlays, pearl blocks and white binding, and that one over there has more of a sort of understated, simple, classic look with its sunburst and just a plain maple fretboard with dot inlays instead. So However, you notice that these are sort of like slightly unusual material combinations. You don't often get Alder with a maple fretboard, right? Usually it's Alder with a rosewood fretboard, or ash with a maple fretboard, right? Those are the sort of standard materials that you would expect. So that's exactly, you know, I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So and our European partners as well, who are linked below, bassfreaks.net, also have a whole bunch of moon stock, so do go check them out as well. And you will probably have noticed that the sounds of the sounds these produce is quite different, even though they've got the same pickups and same hardware and same pickup placement as well. They do have quite different characters, you know. So Ebony gives you more detail and ash gives you more of a sort of like bigger bottom end sound and more of a sort of transparent highs, whereas Alder gives you more of a focused bottom end and more prominent mids, and the highs are not so transparent, they're more opaque, and they're not so detailed. So it depends what you like, really, but in a nutshell, the ash ebony combination gives you a big wide sound, and the Alder maple combination gives you more of a focused sound, which is more from the low mids to the high mids, you know. So it depends what you want, like where you want it to sit in the mix and stuff. But I find that on the rear pickup, for example, the Alder one sounds a lot more creamy with the tone halfway or rolled off than the ash body does, you know. It's got a, you know, in my opinion, the rear pickup sound is nicer on Alder than it is on ash. It just depends what you like. I mean, this sounds great too, but it's just not as creamy, if you know what I mean. So there you go. That's the difference, really. And in terms of playability, I mean, they're moon. It's just the playability is insane. You know, they'll get down to like 1mm action and play like absolute butter. So that'll do it. I don't think I need to say any more, really. The only thing is that you know, you might prefer to have a different color. Like this one is a very special color. This is called dark burgundy mist, and it's somewhere between it's sort of like a wine color, but it's metallic, and it's got elements of bronze and pink in it as well. So it's really unusual, very special color. Dark burgundy mist. I think it looks beautiful, and the photographs in our listing don't really do the color that much justice. I think it looks better, it's more accurate in this video actually, for reference. Anyway, if you want to order your own moon and have different materials, different fretboard material, for example, you might want to have rosewood with block inlays, or you might want to have maple with black blocks and black binding, for example. Of course you can do that, and I'll get a quote to you within 24 hours usually. So that is also my moon order page is also linked below, so have at it. So that'll do it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you again for another Naked Sound review. And I hope you enjoyed the silly humor in the loop, and maybe you sussed out what that's all about. Okay, see you again, guys. Bye.